Yeah.
I do miss when the dive plans had estimated times for each thing.
Oh, I could do that again.
What is the PBOF that is
That's,
damaged and dropped?
so that's a 3189, like those orange oily cables.
Yeah.
And only like half of one got recovered. It got ripped off when we tried to deploy a junction box here, and it landed on a rock pad or something like that. This was a couple of years ago.
So you're interested in the termination can
Yeah,
rather than the...
so there's one end that's like the cable is ripped, but there's a connector end and a parking position hiding down there somewhere. And
we don't know exactly
both of those
where it
have pretty extreme value. You want to grab those, or at least mark where they are.
Yeah.
Steve thinks he knows where they are. It shouldn't be far from the junction box site.
Steve knows a lot of things, though.
Did y'all guys hear that Steve was in a ska band where he used to play naked?
Yes.
Like,
We don't talk about
like
He
out of,
told me the name as well.
yes. And I'm sorry, like that is so amazing. And when I am 90 years old, reflecting back on my life, I will still remember that amazing fact.
Oh God, I thought you were going to say when I'm 90 years old, I
like
hope
Steve.
I'm in a ska band. I was like, Steve's not.
Oh, roasted.
We'll be at seventh
What would
wave
be the
ska
name
at
of your
that
90-year-old ska band?
point.
I like crutching it.
Anyway, I would love to
Yeah.
think about something else.
So laser noises.
Thank you.
I've got loads more.
Give us another joke. We got another joke here.
All right.
Can you help?
So, yeah, I got one. So if the umbilical cable falls off the shelf and breaks, whose fault is it? The ground fault.
Oh,
Brilliant.
You know, that
My
one's not bad.
Brilliant.
gosh.
Bobby, thank you so much for that joke. Perfect timing. Please stay watching, Bobby, the entire night just to break up any more awkwardness.
Is that Bobby Argus right now?
Yeah, Bobby Garden. Sodor.
Are there a lot of mini ROV pilots out there? If you were a mini ROV pilot and you were listening, or just any kind of ROV pilot,
Well, hang on. Go back to what size ROV pilots are we talking about? Because first they had very small individuals who were piloting ROVs.
like the question was specific, are there mini ROV pilots who all,
Yeah, so
Many
how,
as in M-A-N-Y,
yeah, I was
think.
like, is this a,
or M-I-N-I. Like very, like
I feel like it's for teeny tiny people,
like
Thumbelina size
Right,
ROV pilots, yeah.
okay, I see,
yeah.
I see. So yeah, how small is mini? Like
Yeah. I was
Does
like, there's a
anyone
lot
in
of
the-
4
ROV
inches
stuff, I
or
don't know.
shorter?
Does anyone have a
Ooh.
tiny ROV here?
I do.
I think, oh, you do?
How
I
tiny
think
is
Samantha
tiny?
has one too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, how small is small? Ocean Arts Canada has a very, very small ROV. Yeah, we've got one of those.
What have you guys bought a blue?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
a blue.
that's
yeah.
what I got.
I can't quite remember, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Somewhere.
it is.
Is it blue?
So you're asking a lot of questions at one in the
Shows how
morning.
much interest you're taking in that project there.
Yeah.
Noah, right?
I don't get to fly it. I
Right.
sit in the office, let's be honest.
Somewhere, and it used to be on this boat, OET has a
Yeah,
small ROV, Hylas.
yeah.
Like-
I don't know if that was something we temporarily had or not.
No, that was like actually owned at one point.
We used it to inspect the fouling on multi-beam before.
Usually they
That'd be
have less
useful.
than like 100 meters of tether, right? So
Yep.
it's not too much you can do with them.
Yeah.
We've used ours to pop floats on the seafloor of like our community, some of our community platforms that the burn wire didn't go or something like that. You dive down, we just tape a knife to it and just ram it into the rope a bunch of times until it cuts.
That is
Just take
hilarious.
You said that with the most straight like
Yeah.
your face was so straight.
Nice.
Oh,
Talking
it
about
was-
stabbing things,
It's the truth.
rope burns.
Just tape a knife to it and just ram it into things.
Yeah.
As you do, you know, it's standard procedure.
We're just doing that with slightly more
Is there an
finesse.
SOP for that?
I think he's just said it.
Yeah, there's a numbered dive plan.
Yeah.
Well, the real question is there like a document I could pull up that was like ONC, you know,
Yeah.
stabby bot?
Strap knife to.
Stabby knife.
Is it one of your super fancy bread knives?
It is one of our fancy
Yeah.
bread knives, yeah.
Did you see what Dan did to your bread knife?
I did. It was worth it. That was funny.
I still don't know how he did that. It was just, I looked away for one moment. It was like lined up on the magnet. I look away for a moment. There's the
Blade
blade on
off.
the magnet. He's holding the handle.
Ooh.
Well, this is the beacon that we tried to ping the other day, but it's been down for like a year or so.
Yeah, you didn't get a ping on it?
Nope.
That's too bad.
And then I was looked at Bjorn's chart, and I think the mode it was in, it should have lasted for 35 days. So I was like, well, that makes sense. Why would
Yeah, it pans out then.
Saying the battery was good for 35 days, but it's been down for a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was meant to be, I guess, recovered earlier or
Oh,
pinged
yeah.
earlier.
A rock from the bottom of the seafloor? Ooh. That'd be a really cool one. They do have rocks in there. No. You know, if we have some dead time, can we like, hey guys. Yeah, let's get some rocks.
That's more of an OET question, I think. Rennie, do you know if the mapper's been working?
I know Ashley's been setting it up. I don't know.
And I haven't heard any major complaints about it, so
I know
from
that
what I
it-
understand it is working.
It wasn't working for a couple of dives, but
Yeah.
I think that it might, the past couple, maybe we got,
Yeah, the complaints
is-
about it weaned off, so.
yeah.
Awesome. And it
Apparently
has,
something's wrong with the sample rate, because on the last dive, it only did 100 and some samples.
Interesting.
Oh, 130 when it's supposed to be taken one every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've dealt with the mappers for years now, and I unfortunately don't have, well, they're being rebuilt, let's say that. They're being rebuilt and reworked to be better. And they'll be in the same housing, but
Sounds to me like it should just be a CTD piggyback.
Yeah, it's really just the only, well, there's two, I think, unique sensors on it. One would be the turbidity, the nephelometer, and then the other is the EH sensor. And you would think that you could just kind of pipe that in
Yeah,
as an auxiliary.
analog.
And Rennie, do you know, was the mapper started prior to this dive?
Yeah,
If it's on,
the-
then yeah,
on
if
the
it's on the
video. It is
vehicle,
on?
then it was set up to be
Okay,
for
perfect.
the dive.
Thank you.
Whether or not it takes is another question. But I think I saw it in the light bar when you panned up earlier.
Awesome.
There it is.
You can just make out the mapper in the very top.
Yeah.
Video, zoom in.
Coming in cinematically.
There it is.
Wow,
That's the mapper.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Wait, gonna.
Not that.
Yeah,
Not
not
that?
that.
Oh.
No, no, no.
Oh,
The farther one.
what farther one? The with the little strappy dude in front of it.
Yeah.
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 I decided to get lasers on it, but I'll get lasers on the other thing at the same time, so it's not really gonna help.
So
Hmm.
there you are.
Really makes you think.
Tis the thing.
One
Doesn't it?
mapper. While we're here, we have an excellent view of our Sea King.
Formerly the Sea Prince, got upgraded. In,
How does-
Which one's that?
the blue
Yeah.
cylinder that looks like
Yes.
an oil
Yes, this.
filter?
So what does it do?
That's
Seek
what-
stuff.
Yeah, it's one of the scanning sonars.
Oh, how cool.
It's a higher frequency one that we have. It's that view there, that's the semicircle, just to the right of Ollie. So it makes more sense when we get down to see things like on the seafloor, you'll be able to see.
Yeah.
That was a lot of C words.
Totally forgot I have access to the telestrator.
Yeah, there you go.
So-
that thing.
That's
Wow.
the mapper.
Not that.
Hey, hey,
that was the
Okay, now we have a game.
Yeah.
So how does one get upgraded from a Sea Prince to a Sea King?
Well, there's
the
a,
sonar formerly
The
known as
original
Prince.
Sea King has to implode and die.
yeah,
Yes.
And then
Have
the
to-
Sea Prince gets promoted to Sea King.
abdicate the throne. It's apparently a different model, but I don't know if they still make the Sea Prince or if they just have upgraded everything that, like, is there still
don't
a
know.
Sea Prince in their line? I don't know. Or did they just anticipate that they would make a better one later and call it the Sea King?
That's our bubble camera. That's our stills imaging camera.
Hmm.
Those are more lights.
What?
End of tour.
Oh, wait, can you go back to Bubble? Kind of a, and then can Bubble look at Hercules at the same time?
Yeah.
Just would love a moment, you know?
So they lock eyes?
Yeah, exactly. Been wanting this moment.
Happened before.
Yes. That's really cool, actually, seeing it move, though. Oh, yes. Nice.
It seems like
I feel like the Dirty
2001
Dancing
Space Odyssey.
Okay.
soundtrack needs to be playing in the background.
All right, well, we've been successfully boring enough that Ollie's doing a gauge check.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's come
Says
full
a
wide.
lot. All right, come in wide.
Gina, thank you so much. I can't wait to see that picture.
Full wide. Punching in. Select.
Those are the suction sample
Yep.
jars where
Jars.
when we collect a vacuum suction sample of something on the seafloor, usually biology, we can rotate those
Yeah.
jars like so, like I guess demonstrating, and put each sample in different jars.
Up the gain a little bit, make it
I'm just glad the flasher stopped once we started descending.
Yeah, that was going to be...
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I think we kind of figured out where the current's going. Hey, there's something moving down there.
Don't get my hopes up.
It's not an untrue statement, though.
There is something.
Gauge check complete.
They all still attached?
All the gauges are still there.
It's good to know.
Nova's making me nervous. Standing behind me.
I loom. I lurk. I just can't sit for 4 hours. Got to stand while I can.
You guys still picking up the slack, are you?
Try.
From your fearless leader.
Yeah, try 12.
Oh, no, he's out.
Yeah, he's
I
out
saw
and
him
about.
earlier, yeah.
Up and about, yeah.
Still at like 60%. Really, I mean, like, it's been Samantha and Tammy really picking up the slack. Props to them. Don't you?
Bad idea.
UPS check. Theoretically, we should be good. We'll find out what's not on that. Just gonna DB Cooper it and just and then
Yeah.
like
Sounds like
fall
a
out
good
the door.
time.
Would you
Good
like
time
to
to do
play a
it.
game?
My parachute.
Who is DB Cooper?
Oh, it's this this guy who hijacked a plane, stole a bunch of money, and then jumped out with a parachute.
Never
And
to be
they
heard
never
from
found
again.
him. Never found him.
Oh, they did an episode on him on Drunk History, right?
Yeah,
Oh my
probably.
gosh.
One of the greatest shows of all times.
There are some theories, but yeah. Got away with a lot of money.
That is definitely on my bucket list, not the whole stealing money thing,
Yeah.
but the parachuting out of a plane thing.
That's
Skydiving.
it's doable.
Parachuting out of a plane that you hijacked.
Well, yeah, I was going to say go with skydiving. It sounds better.
Right.
Parachuting out of a plane could be a disastrous.
Right.
Yeah.
Something had to go wrong before that.
Right.
Oh.
Let's stick with planned surprises.
I
Because as a kid, you love surprises. As an adult, you like planned surprises. I want to know about my surprise, like, in advance.
Right. Give me a 2 weeks notice before
Yeah,
any surprise.
at least.
I've never understood the appeal of surprise parties and things like that.
Yeah.
I love surprise parties.
Do you really?
don't-
Oh,
Yeah, I like
I
a
hate
surprise
them. I hate
party.
them
I
so
love 'em.
much.
I don't
Totally.
like it.
Oh my gosh.
Do you
That's
love
great.
planning
I always
surprise
enjoy
parties?
surprising my mum. Like me and my dad, we always co-conspire.
Yes.
Whenever
See,
I can go to Europe and see them. I
right. The
always, like,
sneaking around is fun.
Just
you know?
yeah. Just
like-
turn up
Here's
at my
the thing.
mum's
People
house, at
like
my parents'
planning
house.
surprise parties.
But I like it. I like both.
Okay.
I
Do
like
you?
also.
Alright.
Yeah.
I just remember like my friends threw me this really elaborate surprise party a couple of years ago. And the whole time, like my whole birthday, I was like, all my friends are horrible friends. Nobody even wished me happy birthday. Nobody
Oh,
did
no.
anything. And I was getting like really angry and upset at everyone. And then I
all
had
of a
this,
sudden-
then all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Did you still resent them in that moment for just a second where you
Right.
hadn't
Oh,
registered that
no,
they're all in
it's,
front
yeah, I wish I could be a better person and say, no, I never did. But yeah,
That's fair. There is a way to go about surprise parties that isn't so jarring like that, but
of you? That almost gives away the surprise more.
yeah. One time, someone got me to plan my own surprise party.
That's
It's
clever.
Just
oh.
a big mind trick. It was awesome. It's
Yeah.
like, because we had birthdays really close together, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally planning a surprise party for this friend, and we had same mutual friends. It's
Sneak.
So did you break out
surprise.
all the stops? Like have a full-on clown, princess?
we were adults, so no.
Hey, I still like
I
bouncy
don't
houses.
understand
That's
the we
fair.
were adults, so no line.
We were adults and poor, I
There
think
we
is
go.
the second
Understood.
part of that. So I guess a campfire just has to do.
Yeah, we were bankrolling this, so
Couldn't afford the clown, but maybe that was the logic. Couldn't afford a clown, so they had me plan my own party. Haha, the clown.
delegation champion.
So the question is, would you rather have a clown or a pony at your
Oh, a
birthday
pony,
party?
hands down, pony. Especially if it's little Sebastian.
Oh, my, the national hero, treasure of Pawnee. Please, Netflix, bring Parks and Rec back.
Come on, why'd you do this to us?
Yeah. I kind of would want to go with the clown. Like,
Put that back on.
yeah, as long
Why?
as it's, I mean, okay, so little Sebastian aside, with the clown you would have more crazy memories. Like with the pony, you're like,
Like
I
good,
got to pet a pony.
good memories, though.
Yeah, like whether it's a good clown or a bad clown, that's a lot of memories. And you get a cool balloon hat. I mean, I can
That's
make
true.
a hot dog. I can out of a balloon creature,
A stick.
a stick, a broom handle.
I can do a
And-
dog.
Can you? Know?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see this.
My daughter, that's one of her hobbies, is balloon art. It's very good.
I love that as a hobby, you know?
So how does one fall into balloon craftery as a hobby? And I mean that in all seriousness.
She saw a clown doing it and thought it was fascinating. She's that type. She likes to craft and make stuff. So she bugged me to go and buy her some balloons, and that's exactly what I did. And then she spent the next week running into the living room asking me to blow up balloons. Because she was only 8 at the time.
So what are some of her like most memorable balloon creations?
Oh, she can do a puppy. What else can she can do a flamingo?
Yes. Crucial.
A couple of other things. A cat,
Sword?
A cat, of course.
Sword?
She can do a sword.
Oh, the sword.
Yeah.
Could she do a hat? I like the balloon hats.
I can't remember.
I remember that when I was a kid too. Like, that was a Christmas present I got is balloon craft. And I could make a sword and a puppy, and that was about it.
I'm just glad your response wasn't, you know, like, oh, a stick.
Hey.
A lightsaber.
A lightsaber, I love that one. In my adult life, that's all I can create.
Are lightsabers? They're like,
It's pretty
No,
good.
no, balloon animal lightsabers.
So a stick.
Go stick, yeah.
A fancy stick.
A fancy stick.
just got to use your imagination. There you go.
I went to Comic-Con,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the amount of Harry Potter like sticks was just insane.
Oh my gosh.
And they were expensive. I didn't understand that you're just kind of taking a stick and you're,
Well, you gotta make your own, you know, like
yeah,
little one by a campfire.
that was my thought. Like you can't just go out and buy your own magic wand. You have to
Gotta
create
forge
the
it.
magic.
Yeah. Okay, more important question though. Did you go in cosplay?
No,
Comic-Con?
no. I wanted to do like the full body paint thing, but that was $700 and
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
tightwad.
a lot of money for paint.
Yeah, that's only going to
That's
last
fair.
for one day, and the second you sit down or go to the bathroom, it's just
Sounds
ruined.
like a bad time. Yeah.
I want to go back to Comic-Con now.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Sydney has a Comic-Con.
Really?
Yeah,
Which Sydney?
my little Sydney. Sydney,
Your little Sydney.
yeah, my little Sydney. It's the coolest thing. Well, it hasn't happened for the last 2 years for obvious reasons, which is so sad. But yeah,
I didn't know that.
Comic-Con. Yeah, it's a Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
It is.
All right, so have y'all guys ever been to a Renaissance festival? Because that
yes.
is my favorite place of all
A
time
what?
to go people watch. A Renaissance festival, or like a medieval times kind of thing.
My word, no.
Oh,
My word.
Oh.
Can't think of anything
Yeah.
worse.
oh, oh no.
I'd
It is
rather-
so
rather-
amazingly
rather
fun.
chew tinfoil. I
Oh
think.
my gosh.
Which can happen with one of the turkey legs that they sell.
That's such a
Don't worry. You can be there and
Renaissance
choose tinfoil.
that's such a visceral veto of that concept. I would rather chew tinfoil.
All right, I gotta use that.
Oh, but I love going because you'll just see these normal people who are like bankers and accountants.
Yeah, but they're not normal at the moment.
No, they are definitely not. Oh, there's definitely some outfits that make you question humanity itself.
I mean,
Is-
humanity itself makes me question humanity.
Sometimes.
Okay, question though, did you go in costume?
No, no.
on.
I am definitely the people watcher, not the people in costume. But members of my
But if
party
you're in
dressed
costume, then you can watch the people in costume incognito.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like a ghillie suit.
up. Well, so that, oh, that was a fun one. No, the people I was with, they usually go in costume, but it's really expensive. Like to buy one of
Yeah.
those costumes.
Well, that's why you just gotta go to like your local secondhand store.
Yeah, it
and
was your local
get a
Goodwill.
poofy shirt and poofy pants, and you're good.
Yeah. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
a
the
belt.
oh my god.
How to Renaissance Festival.
How
Why
to
not?
DIY.
How to guide.
Oh, Moya used
Totally
to make
haven't
her
done
own
that.
chainmail. Cool.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
There's definitely a
That
lot of
is a
people wearing
long, slow
chainmail.
process.
What, for
Yeah.
protection or?
Yeah,
Good
Moya,
question.
what kind of?
Yeah, what kind of
What kinda-
chainmail we talking here, Moya?
Right. Are you defending yourself? Are you good?
What is
Actually,
that creature? Oh.
One up in the Renaissance Festival, we
Nobody's
have a
paying attention to
LARPing
creatures.
community in Corpus.
Oh my gosh. Wait, yes.
Oh, the LARPing community. They had to take a break during the COVID thing, but
A what, sorry?
LARPing,
Live
LARPing.
action
Oh.
role play.
Right.
you need this in your life.
People running around with swords in the
Oh.
park.
I would
Pretending,
try that.
oh god, yeah,
That's my
it's so
perception
great.
of it.
Sounds like a good excuse for a big fight. Is that
It
right?
pretty much is. They wail on
To
each
each
other with
their own.
wooden swords.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a Monty Python sketch.
Oh my god.
Looks like that too.
Right.
I have a very interesting neighbor, and he participates in all the LARPing and the local Renaissance scene.
Yes.
He is a blacksmith.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's kind of awesome though.
I
Like an
use the-
actual
I-
blacksmith?
She
No,
started
I
with
like a
very
backyard.
interesting neighbor.
Right.
Like I feel a lot safer having him in my neighborhood.
An imaginary blacksmith?
It's not an actual blacksmith.
no. Because, oh gosh, no, I can't say this because it's going to sound really mean.
Okay, we'll say
But
it
don't.
for
Yeah.
afterwards.
Then don't say it.
Yeah. No, but I definitely feel a lot safer since he's in my neighborhood. and he has 2 massive dogs, and he has like his own little backyard blacksmith forge.
Oh my god, he might be an actual blacksmith.
Yeah, it sounds like he's
If
not
he
an
has-
imaginary blacksmith. Sounds like he's actually.
He has a backyard with blacksmith things.
Yeah, but I don't. He's invited me to his backyard a couple of times, and I've kind of declined the offer. So I'm not sure how big this whole forge is in the backyard. I mean, it's 110 degrees in Corpus Christi in the summertime, so I would imagine there's not too much foraging going on.
He just
I
doesn't
feel
have
like
to heat as much.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I feel like that's the right
Practically there,
conditions. Yeah.
1,500 meters.
Oh, cool. Moya even had a job at a workshop with
Oh my gosh.
chainmail and did jewelry and suits.
Moya,
saw-
we're learning so much.
I know.
What's up?
So I will have to say at the Renaissance Festival, they have an after hours club type event. And it is by far the most interesting time I've ever had in my life. I've done Carnival. I've done New Orleans Mardi Gras. After hours at the Renaissance Festival takes the cake. So for those of y'all guys joining us at home on a more serious topic, we are just to the side of the main Endeavor event field. We are at a site called RCM North. We are descending down. We had a very quick turnaround after a super successful dive at the Endeavor main vent field. Our depth for this dive will be about 2,200 meters. And so we have about 600, 700 more meters to go. While at this site, we will be recovering a mooring, as well as taking some scientific samples.
I feel like this must be important.
Yeah,
I like
break it in
this.
half.
Where did it, was it just on the desk, was it?
Yep.
All right.
Yes, so my next door neighbor, I am fairly certain, would be able to grab a sword or any kind of bladed weapon at any point in time and defend the entire neighborhood. That's definitely one of the reasons I feel safe.
This morning, Chris came up to me and he's like, so what's running through your mind? And in truth, the only thing that was running through my mind at the moment was that, Nova, if you were a navigator, you would be a Novigator. That was like
Navigator.
all that was functioning at the moment.
Wait, but I need like a gator hat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, at all
Full
times.
on Novigator.
I'm not a Novigator unless I have my hat.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that we should work on this.
Damn it.
Okay.
Dang. Now I need to become a navigator.
So Moya taught
can make
herself
that
how to
happen
make
right, Randy.
chainmail. That's pretty cool.
I could.
Master
Yeah.
Sensei.
I
Yeah.
don't know that I can. Why does this have a 500 meter radius?
So, Nico, just so you know, as far as expectations go with the current state of the hydraulic pressure on the vehicle,
Oh, yes, okay. I
we
did hear
should have
something.
no we shouldn't have an issue with actually setting down the BPR and then flying around and picking up the other one. So that's what we're ballasted for.
Okay.
But there is a little bit of wiggle room in that because of the hydraulic pressure issue.
Yes. Understood. Sounds like the deck is going to be busy tomorrow with you guys doing some maintenance work and new moorings being recovered and deployed.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because,
The ROV in the hangar.
yeah,
Defo.
right. But on recovery, and I'll talk to Dan about this, we might want them to set the vehicle backwards on the sled. So that way we have a little bit of more room to work for that corner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's hope it's a nice day tomorrow.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Good.
Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? No, today's Tuesday.
Well.
All day.
Isn't
Yes.
the cable ship supposed to rendezvous with us tomorrow?
Yeah. Supposed.
The following day?
Tuesday, I remember looking at the weather and the gust was supposed to be at 9, and I was like, well, that's gorgeous.
Tuesdays, yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, Tuesday at noon,
Sorry, that was
gusting
my
it to
knuckle.
7.
Ooh. Wild.
Wednesday's also a good day.
Yeah, the weather looks good as far as
Yeah, Friday gusts
Yeah.
to 8, you know?
windy is
Thursday's iffy
able to forecast it.
with the swell and overnight.
Well, windy's really just an aggregator, right?
It has different models.
Yeah, but so it's aggregating different models.
Well, you can choose which one you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also displays them. And, what?
I like the
Was
compare where you
that?
get to just see all of them. And what's that
Yeah.
button? Yeah.
I just found out about being able to upload KML files to it. So we
Oh,
can
yeah.
upload our whole path of our observatory onto
Mhm.
it. It's very handy. I stared at that site for way too long this winter, looking for a window to do the Barkley node repair job in the island tugger. We needed a like 4-day window.
It's hard. I mean, we can only
And-
really accurately predict for like 3 days out, and
Yeah.
then deteriorates from there. Like a 7-day forecast has a lot of error. in
And
the
we
last
had
4
like
days.
4 days of mobilization, so the call out was 4 days away. So you had to rely on models that were up to 8 days away. And
Yeah, that's
it
tough.
was, there was a lot of stand by, stand down.
Yep. Yeah.
That took up a lot of my winter. Because it turns out getting 4 straight days of good weather in Barkley Sound in the winter is
Challenging.
challenging.
Optimistic.
Almost 1750.
So here's a fun fact. I always thought Argus was named after Jason and the Argonauts. I'm like, Argus, Argonauts, cool. And now I'm finding out it's actually the mini-eyed giant.
Yeah. Sees everything.
Yeah. The eyes of Argus to be followed by the eyes of Argus. That's cool. And he was guardian to a heifer nymph. Oh, Greek mythology. So interesting.
I'll make a note in the log that the leakage is 2.3, which is unusual.
What?
On the power cabinet, the
Current
ground fault leakage meter is
2.3.
Yep.
What?
No, that's it.
Units, ground fault units.
Ohms?
Units. It's one of the mysteries of that cabinet.
Well, it's got a megacon on there. I see that.
Yeah.
That's not tied to the.
No.
Okay.
I was looking back through the dive logs, and a couple of dives ago it was 5 point something, which
5.4 at launch.
yeah. So ours was 2.3 at launch.
And then at the bottom, it has tended to be 0 point whatever.
Right, but the last launch was 0.1.
Yeah.
And at one point, like if that leakage got up to a certain point, we actually the cabinet would trip. You know, like we actually had a ground fault somewhere in the system. But it seems like it's becoming more arbitrary in its old age, which is.
Well, I don't know if it's
makes
been.
sense.
There was a bunch of that was done down there with the during MOB with the 7,000 meter cable in order for that to work. Some business
So
was
there might be.
businessed.
Yeah.
And yeah,
think we
when
need a
Trevor
new-
called about the 5.4, Josh answered from the crane and said that that was fine. So
Yeah, I
to be discussed. I
kind of
guess.
feel like a new power cabinet would be nice.
Leak. I don't. That's not a figure I'm familiar with. Leakage. PDUs.
No, because I remember watching it climb during a dive, and that was the same dive that the K-tube shorted out to one of the conductors.
No, before bottom. Or
K2. What? K2.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Do it at
K-tube.
2100.
If he was in the wire, I don't know how that would work. He's small
He
enough.
is the machine.
He is the machine. Did you hear he bought a house?
Dude's got a house, a plane, a
A
truck, a
boat.
boat.
I know, but he got the house last,
Yeah.
right? He got all the other stuff.
Talking about K2s and his toys.
I am saddened that I never got to experience the Couchicue.
The what?
Couchicue.
What's that
In
say?
in the summers, he would drive around GSO for lunchtime with a couch and a barbecue in the back of his truck, and basically just like him, his lab mates, and whoever else responded to the text message they sent out,
That's awesome.
and go and grill something for lunch, drive to some nice spot, pull the couch out of the back.
That is a genius move. Oh,
Right, we have to have scented mics, but not.
but not tasting
Not
mics.
flavored.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No flavored mics, please.
The discussion of yesterday.
Thought we were past those.
So back to laser noises.
Yeah.
So that's the default whenever we need to change those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I want my mic to smell like coffee. That way I'm always slightly awake.
Caffeine infused.
Mics,
covers.
yeah.
Just gotta lick it.
Oh gosh,
Don't lick it.
no,
No.
goodness.
No, no, no.
But I
no.
want it to smell like it.
So lasers.
We can arrange that.
So lasers.
We can
So
arrange
lasers.
that.
So laser noises.
I'm still going strong here. 18 days without coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was broken of my coffee routine when I was in the hospital.
Oh.
Understandably.
Yeah. We're glad you're well and back with us.
Me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to have been a somewhat traumatic experience. I hear you were contemplating breaking out by day
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I definitely texted around. It's like, if they don't let me out tonight, we have to come up with an escape plan.
Rope out the side borehole.
No, I attempted to give up caffeine 3 days ago, and that lasted, what, about 1 day?
I think 1 day, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the appropriate place to try that.
Right. It's yeah.
You
harsh
say that, but
environment.
the people who try to, like, I don't know, I've sailed with too many people who are like, you know what, I'm going to quit smoking by going to sea. I'm like,
Oh,
that's,
no.
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and
That's such a bad
right,
idea.
it's
I'm
not
not
the
bringing any
place.
with me, and then
Right.
Right.
they start begging people.
Right. And are just not great.
Cranky.
Well, it was stemming from that coffee just making me feel terrible.
Brown drink.
The brown drink on board definitely makes everybody feel terrible.
Yeah.
I don't do caffeine, which is
Yeah.
why I'm so lively all the time.
Yeah. Really? You really have to work your way up to the ship coffee.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, when instant is a better choice than ship coffee.
this actually is not it's decent for ship coffee. It's yeah, when you can see, when it pours out black and you can like see the oil rainbow on the surface, like that's,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a chief engineer who made coffee and that's what he made. And it was
Jet
just
fuel.
like, yeah, that was intense.
I think I'm nearing day 60. No coffee.
Wow.
Something like that.
We should start to see a return on sub-bottom soon.
So why did you decide to go off caffeine? Like Adrian said, it was making her feel bad. What was your
Oh, yeah,
decision?
that's it. There
Makes
it
me
is.
sick
Where's
at
Dan?
sea. So,
Oh,
Give
okay.
but I
You change
weaned
it out?
myself off before I came out
Give
Supposed
Dan
to
a
be.
call? Yeah.
because I knew I would have to.
Supposed to be
Yeah.
soon.
Supposed to be now.
Yeah.
I feel like it took a
Van,
lot
control
of
van.
mental effort to wean myself off of sodas. So there's not a chance I could ever give up coffee.
It's a similar thing though, caffeine.
Yeah.
Or was it pop without?
Oh yeah, pop. Soda pop.
But was it pop without caffeine?
You
Oh
should
no, no.
Turn your Doppler back on after all that.
So now the only time I ever have soda is when I'm heading out
did.
for a fun evening.
Good job, past Greg.
That's the way to do it.
You need to run out before you switch over? You just want to be the one driving when we get to the bottom?
Well, I don't think it would be prudent to switch out before we get to the bottom.
Yeah, we'll get there. I don't know, every couple of years I give up coffee just to do it.
Yeah. I feel
So
like it's good to give your body a break.
Yeah.
Well, it's like kind of like I start to realize the reliance on it, and
Yeah.
then because of that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. I hear you. It's also better for your teeth if you don't.
So is anybody on board like a soda drinker then, since we're all talking about giving up caffeine?
No, I can't say I am.
I was
Nope.
going to say, yeah.
Pop makes me sick too. Just the like artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
In it.
Soda water. I've got a soda stream and
Yeah.
that's it.
I do like carbonated beverages, like the seltzer water.
Yeah, I buy Polar when it's on sale. Buy one, get one, and then make my own, I guess, mocktail.
I'll drink pop if it's flat.
Yeah.
Don't like the carbonation.
So the big square thing in the arm, that's called the mapper, correct? M-A-P-R?
No, the big square thing in the arm is a recovery float.
Oh,
So
recovery
it's-
float.
it's
I'm sorry,
got
the
a-
mapper was the little camera lens up top looking thing.
Mapper is a bunch of sensors in a titanium cylinder that is strapped to the light bar. We're about 100 meters off the bottom.
100 meters off bottom. When do we stop?
Depends on what you and Dan do. Sometimes people go stop Argus where you want it to be, and then you just drive Herc under on the bottom, but some people do that mid-water. And then descend the last bit. You have 4 beams of Doppler.
Yep, copy.
I'll wait a little and then I'll switch you over to DVL.
I see that. Okay. I got it.
No, thank you.
How's it going, Dan?
Thank you, though.
Good.
We
I
got,
can't stand
we're
'em.
approaching bottom there. I don't know
Like,
if
I
you see
wish
this
I
on
could
bottom.
like them.
Yeah. Turn off that Z-bias, Ollie.
Hold on.
Turn them
Keep
terms up.
eyes off.
I'm going to switch you over to DVL while we're on the way down.
I'll stop.
We'll stop.
No auto XY. Correct? Yeah.
Sorry? Into.
You're out of auto XY?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Go
I'll
for it.
just do a quick one. There we go. Yep. Good to go.
Okay.
Whenever you need that. And then we'll do a...
Continue down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to take that auto depth off to do that. Come down and then back under Argus.
Yep.
Dan, there's nothing tall in the water column where we are here, so we're good to
Right.
go.
Do the whole arrangement thing again.
Welcome to everybody who's listening online. We are over at a site next to the Endeavour vent field called RCM North. We're just a couple 100 meters off the bottom, getting real close there. What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be recovering a mooring. And this is a quick turnaround time for us because we just got done with a very long, very successful dive at the main Endeavour vent field, where we collected, deployed, and released a whole bunch of scientific instruments. and took a whole bunch of scientific samples. So earlier today, if you were watching, you got to see some of the wet lab footage of all the scientists processing the samples. So today, on this dive, in addition to recovering the mooring, we're going to be conducting some scientific sampling as well.
30 meters.
So we had a question coming from the Liverpool, UK. How many of y'all guys chose your career paths in marine technology? Yeah, marine technology. I know Keely earlier today, she did a ship-to-shore interaction, and she was talking about marine technology, that being her specialty.
20 meters.
Yeah, copy.
But we have, so Frank, we have quite a few people on board who specialize in the technology that we carry on board, and we are so thankful to them.
Nova, can you put the Hercules up there in front of me?
Copy that. Taking away Argus on bottom left.
Yeah.
Can do. Sure I have the right one this time.
I need to talk to Trevor about talking to Ed about getting some quick buttons to put other things there that we use, namely the camera for the ROV operator.
Looks like bottom in sight on bubble cam.
Copy. Yeah.
Oh, there. Okay.
Stay about 10 meters up, Ollie, and
That work for you?
if I can find, yes, thank you. Find you on Argus here.
Argus is roughly over the IP that we will be going to first.
Okay, so spin around.
I think you should have the tether for that.
That's why I can't find you, you're under me.
Should be roughly in that direction.
Okay, let's go look.
Mm-hmm.
White balance is going to be fun.
All right, let's hang out here and do our bottom stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, all DVL'd and I'm gonna come down a bit.
Okay, auto XY, so I will collect some USBL stuff and get a good fix.
Pan right a little bit.
Sorry?
Pan right a little bit.
Yep.
Turn on some lights. Maybe tilt up a bit. For that gizmo.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
About the best I can do there, Nova.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
I think so. I'm good to punch in.
Yeah, go for it.
Just to confirm that porch light and lasers are off.
Porch light, lasers are off.
Excellent, there you go.